Okay, I just want to give you a quick overview of what's happening currently on the Turborocket engine development work. What I'm showing here is a view of the Turborocket Mk VI engine. This is the latest prototype, and it features lessons learned from the previous 5 prototypes. We'll zoom in on a few aspects of the engine system here, so you can kind of see what's going on. First off, you'll notice that this particular engine configuration only has 2 nozzles, so it has it's a 2 nozzle configuration, a 2-holer, as you might call it, and the rotor head rotates, as can be seen here. The fuel is supplied through this inlet tube into the body of the system before it flows down into the rotating shaft, the rotor element, rotor assembly of the Turborocket engine, and the oxidizer is provided through this line and into the back along the axis of the engine. So those are the primary propellant loading ports for the engine configuration. These 2 sets of inlet and outlet ports use compressed air, and these are part of the buffer gas seals within the system. This system uses a pressurized gas buffer seal kind of configuration to provide sealing between the propellant inlet for the fuel and the oxidizer, and is the active interpropellant seal configuration. There's also a sealing area on the forward end of the fuel seal area, and that just prevents fuel from leaking out and exiting the engine body. It doesn't do any harm, but it kind of wastes fuel. So anyway, we've tested this initial engine configuration, and it seems to be working okay. And so now we're going to move to the next phase, which is going to be the hot fire engine testing with this engine. This line right here is part of our crank air configuration. It blows compressed air over the lateral side of the Turborocket engine and provides a spinning motion, which initiates the rotational action. In principle, the Turborocket should be able to operate without having to require crank air, but by doing so, we initiate the operation of the Turborocket engine without having a lot of lag and possibly destructive fuel buildup, fuel and oxidizer buildup within the engine prior to ignition. So it's a way to make the engine operate safely. And here at Turborocken, safety third.